Number 1. Live like a king for just $11 a day. Imagine a Southeast Asian destination where you can live like a king for just $11 a day. There, the pace of life is so slow you might forget you're in the 21st century. You'll step into a society where dating involves quietly visiting a girl's room at night with her family's consent. That's Laos, a country that still maintains its own unique rhythm amidst the modern world. Laos may be one of the cheapest and most peaceful places that few people have truly noticed. Geographically, Laos is the only landlocked country in the region. Surrounded by Thailand, Vietnam, and China, it's often seen as an isolated landmass. Interestingly, in this landlocked place lies an archipelago of over 4,000 islands nestled in the middle of a river, Si Phan Don. During the dry season, white sandy beaches are revealed, the water becomes crystal clear, and people can swim, kayak, or sunbathe as if they were in the Maldives. Some of the islands here don't even have roads, only bicycles and wooden boats, creating a feeling of stepping back decades. Much of Laos's territory is mountainous and forested, covering about 70% of its area, but the highest peak, Pho Bia, is only 2,117 meters high, not at all like a giant mountain range. What truly defines this country is the Mekong River, a nearly 1,800 km long river flowing from north to south, sustaining millions through fishing, agriculture, and trade. Highland regions like the Bolivian Plateau, home to some of Southeast Asia's finest coffee, create a misty and almost surreal landscape. Despite its small size of only about 236,800 square kilometers, Laos is home to more than 49 ethnic groups, each with its own language, clothing, and customs. In the 14th century, under the name Lan Xang, or the Kingdom of a Million Elephants, Laos controlled vital trade routes connecting China, Southeast Asia, and India. Today, although its GDP per capita is projected to be only around $230 in 2025, Laos's greatest value lies not in its money, but in its tranquility, pristine nature, and rare geographical paradoxes. In a rapidly urbanizing region, Laos is like a rare haven, where you can still see a starry night sky even in the middle of a small town. Number 2. The secrets to the beauty and allure of Laotian women. When it comes to beauty, each culture has a very different perspective. In the West, many women prefer a healthy tan and an active physique. But in Laos, the tropical climate and natural eating habits mean women don't need to rely on heavy makeup. Many Laotian girls have naturally fair skin, large, vibrant eyes, gentle faces, and endearing smiles, creating a sense of closeness. They don't try to stand out from the crowd. Rather, their gentleness and composure make them uniquely attractive. Laotian women prioritize family, raising their children carefully, and always treating others with subtlety and politeness. These characteristics make them an ideal role model not only in their own society, but also in the eyes of many foreigners. If you think that Laotian women are confined to weaving or household chores, the reality is quite different. According to data from the United Nations and the ILO, Laos is among the countries with the highest percentage of women-run businesses globally. Walking through the bustling markets from Vientiane to Baci, you'll find not only retailers but also genuine female entrepreneurs. They manage everything from small handicraft stalls to large-scale silk export networks. Today, many Lao women focus on their studies, work, and personal development while preserving traditional values. You might encounter them in traditional attire or laughing and chatting with friends in everyday conversations. Many Lao women's groups are also very proactive in sharing their culture with tourists and are always ready to help others, creating an image of an open and friendly community. In the modern context, more and more Lao women are seeking opportunities to marry foreigners. However, to marry a Lao woman, you must meet a special requirement, becoming a Buddhist nun before marriage is permitted. If you're curious about this, leave a comment with the number 2. And if you want to know how to connect with Laotian girls through dating apps and impress them, comment with the number 3. Number 3. Strange rules you must know when in Laos. One of the fundamental principles in Laos is the way people view the head and feet. In traditional beliefs, the head is considered the most sacred part of the body because it is where the soul resides, so touching someone's head, even with good intentions, is considered disrespectful. Conversely, the feet are considered low and unclean, so using one's feet to point or kick objects near another person is taboo. Even when sitting, Laotians usually avoid pointing their feet towards the person opposite or towards a Buddha statue. In villages, the staircase in front of a house acts as a signaling system. When the staircase is pulled outward, it means the family is not home. If a green branch is placed at the top of the staircase, it is a sign that a forbidden ceremony is taking place and outsiders must stay away. These signs help the village respect privacy without needing words. In temples, contact with monks is strictly restricted. Whether you want to donate or exchange, you are not allowed to give them money or gifts directly. Instead, you must place them on a piece of saffron-colored cloth or have a man deliver them. This rule helps maintain the separation between monastic life and daily life, thus protecting the discipline of the monks. The custom of overnight visits among the Hong tribes is a form of dating very different from Western norms. In the evening, the young man will play a flute or whistle under the window of the girl he is interested in. If the girl agrees, he is allowed into the house to talk until morning. However, they are not allowed to cross the line physically without the family's approval. On the streets of Laos, you will rarely hear car horns. Honking here is considered impatience and rude. People usually slow down and yield to each other instead of vying for the road. Even during rush hour, traffic remains slow and orderly. In public spaces, actions such as hugging, kissing, or holding hands are unacceptable. Even intimate laughter between couples is considered overly ostentatious. This reflects a society that values discretion and respect in relationships. Number 4. Lao men must become monks before getting married. Before marriage, many Laotian men are expected to spend some time as monks. This isn't a law, but a strong social norm. It signifies maturity and self-control. Statistically, around 67% of Laotian men have been monks at least once, often just before marriage. This tradition originates from Theravada Buddhism. Young men live in monasteries for weeks to months, sometimes even up to a year. During this time, they shave their heads, renounce personal comforts, and follow a simple lifestyle. They chant scriptures, meditate, and participate in almsgiving. This is not just a religious ritual, but also a process of spiritual training and discipline before becoming husbands. In Laotian culture, a son's ordination also holds significance for the entire family. It is believed that his parents will receive blessings and spiritual protection. Laotian women also place great importance on this. A man who has been a monk is seen as someone who is self-controlled, a good listener, and responsible. They believe that those who have experienced monastic life are less likely to be violent or hot-tempered in marriage. Today, in large cities like Vientiane, the number of men entering long-term monastic life is declining. The pressures of studying and working lead many to only enter monastic life for short periods, often a few weeks during holidays. Even though it's shorter, it's still socially recognized as a minimum step towards maturity. In Laos, becoming a monk before marriage is not just religious. It's a transitional ritual, marking the point at which a young man is considered ready to become a husband and head of the family. Number 5. The Baci ceremony, a strange Lao ritual for summoning spirits. The Baci ceremony, also known as the spirit summoning ritual, is a cornerstone of Laotian spiritual life. It is performed during significant occasions such as weddings, childbirth, entering a monastery, and when a person experiences illness or misfortune. The goal of the ceremony is not to beg for divine intervention, but rather to help people regain their spiritual balance. The Baci ceremony is based on the belief that the human body is protected by 32 spirits, called Quan. Each spirit is responsible for a part of the body. When one or more Quan leave, the person may experience bad luck, illness, or disruption in life. Therefore, the Baci ceremony is performed to invite the Quan back, helping people regain balance and good fortune. The centerpiece of the ceremony is the Pa Quan, a small tower made from banana leaves, decorated with flowers, leaves, and candles. It symbolizes the tree of life and the connection between humans and the spiritual world. While the priest recites prayers, people around tie white threads around the wrists of those being blessed. These threads are usually kept on the wrists for several days because it is believed that removing them too soon will cause the blessings to be lost. An important part of the Baci ceremony is the ritual of sweeping away bad luck. The officiant uses a white thread to pull from the wrist down the fingers of the participants while reciting prayers, in order to remove misfortune and welcome good fortune. This ritual is believed to provide spiritual protection for those being blessed. Following this is the rice raining ritual. When the ceremony ends, roasted glutinous rice is thrown high into the air and falls on the heads of the participants. This symbolizes blessings and good fortune, showing that the spirits have returned and brought health and happiness to the entire community. The Baci ceremony is not only spiritually significant, but also a social event. Family, relatives, and friends gather to bless each other. In a community-oriented society like Laos, this ritual strengthens human bonds more than any words can. Number 6. The most bombed country in the world. Many people think that the great tragedies of the 20th century occurred only in Europe. In reality, Laos was also one of the hardest hit. In the decade from 1964 to 1973, Laos was the most heavily bombed country in the world per capita. During what was known as the Secret War, the U.S. Air Force dropped over 2 million tons of bombs on Laotian territory. That's more than the total amount of bombs Germany and Japan suffered in World War II. On average, there was a bombing raid every 8 minutes, 24 hours a day for nearly 10 years. Many areas were repeatedly bombed because they were believed to be strategic supply lines during the Vietnam War. The impact of that war is still felt today. More than 80 million unexploded bombs remain scattered across fields and villages, threatening the lives of people, especially farmers. Since the war ended, approximately 20,000 people have died or been injured by unexploded ordnance, and nearly 40% of them are children. Clearing these bombs is a slow and dangerous process. International teams and local forces must inspect every meter of land. Some agricultural areas are only allowed to be used after being marked safe by bomb disposal organizations. Despite bearing a painful past, the Lao people have maintained a resilient spirit. They have rebuilt their lives and transformed war-torn lands into peaceful and hopeful communities. When you visit Laos, you will sense a nation that remembers its history but does not let it control its future. Number 7. When Laos was once a powerhouse in Southeast Asia. Lan Xang, or the Kingdom of a Million Elephants, formed the foundation of modern Laos. The name Land of a Million Elephants and the White Parasol reflects the kingdom's two pillars: military strength and royal power intertwined with Buddhism. War elephants were not only used in warfare, but also symbolized stability and authority. In many royal ceremonies, the image of the elephant appeared as a symbol of the state. Before Lan Xang was established, the region was a collection of small kingdoms. In 1353, Phan Don unified the lands and established the kingdom with its capital in Luang Prabang. He made Theravada Buddhism the state religion and brought the Prabang statue, a sacred symbol of royal power. During the 15th and 16th centuries, Lan Xang was one of the great powers of Southeast Asia. Its territory stretched from present-day Laos to parts of Thailand, Myanmar, and southern China. Thousands of war elephants provided a significant military advantage. An elephant unit could break through infantry formations and create a significant psychological advantage on the battlefield. Lan Xang was also a religious and cultural center. Temples such as Wat Sieng Thong and Hao Phra Keo still exist today. Under King Sethathirath in the 17th century, Vientiane expanded, and the kingdom began to interact with European countries. European merchants and missionaries recorded Lan Xang as one of the largest Buddhist kingdoms in the region. After King Sethathirath's death, power struggles led to the division of Lan Xang into Luang Prabang, Vientiane, and Champasak. By 1707, the kingdom ceased to exist as a unified entity. Nevertheless, the heritage of Lan Xang is still present throughout Laos. Theravada Buddhism remains the spiritual foundation of society. The Prabang statue and ancient temples are still revered. Luang Prabang today is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Many of Laos's national festivals are still based on rituals dating back to the Lan Xang period. Lan Xang was more than just a kingdom in history. It was the foundation of Laos's identity and the reason why its people remain proud of a country once known as the Kingdom of a Million Elephants. Number 8. Inside Luang Prabang's most famous night market. Luang Prabang Night Market is one of the city's most attractive stops, where you can find a wide variety of items reflecting personal style and taste. The market starts around 5 p.m. when Kang Vong Street in the Old Town lights up and becomes bustling, stretching from the Royal Palace to the area where the Miao River meets the Namen River. Along this street, brightly colored stalls display all kinds of traditional Lao handicrafts, from hand-woven fabrics, cloth bags, silver jewelry, paper lanterns, to crafts from ethnic minority communities. Visitors can find souvenirs such as silk, wood carvings, or exquisite silver jewelry. Beyond shopping, the night market is also a culinary paradise. You can try dishes like Lao sticky rice, minced meat salad, papaya salad, Lao noodles, and many other grilled dishes. When shopping, you should bargain to get a more reasonable price and be wary of items of unknown origin, especially high-value products. In the evening, the market is usually quite crowded, so you need to pay attention to your personal belongings. Even so, it's still an ideal place to enjoy street food and experience the lively atmosphere of Luang Prabang. Besides the night market, a very special tradition of the city is the early morning almsgiving ceremony, which takes place from 4:30 to 6:30. Local people offer food to monks as they go on their alms rounds in their saffron robes, creating a quiet and sacred scene that many tourists don't want to miss. Visitors can observe this ceremony, but should remain silent and stand at an appropriate distance so as not to disturb the sacred space. Number 9. The capital of Laos, where the coffee is stronger than Red Bull. Vientiane, the capital of Laos, is situated along the Mekong River and covers an area of approximately 3,620 square kilometers. The city enjoys a tropical monsoon climate, so if you visit during the rainy season, bringing a raincoat or umbrella is essential to avoid disruptions to your trip. A prominent landmark near the city center is the Arc de Triomphe, a monument built to commemorate the country's heroes. While its shape is reminiscent of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, it boasts a distinctly Laotian style with many Buddhist and Hindu details. From the top of the monument, you can enjoy panoramic views of the city, especially beautiful at sunset when the light bathes Vientiane. Although not as vibrant as many other major capitals, Vientiane still has a vibrant nightlife. You can sit at riverside restaurants, listen to traditional or international music, and enjoy local cuisine. Many cafes and restaurants stay open late, serving refreshing food and drinks. Night markets are ideal for sampling street food and buying souvenirs. A must-try experience is Lao coffee, a thick, syrupy coffee served in small cups but with a powerful effect. This coffee is typically brewed from beans grown on the Bolivian Plateau, Laos's most famous coffee-growing region. There's a story about an American tourist who drank 2 cups and stayed awake for 3 days without Red Bull. Would you dare try it? If you have, leave a comment with an 8 and share your thoughts on Lao coffee. Vientiane has a fairly large expatriate community. Vietnamese people make up a significant portion and are active in sectors such as restaurants and commerce. This creates a distinct cultural blend with a reasonable cost of living. It is this diversity and the hospitality of the people that makes Vientiane a desirable place to live for foreigners. Many expats connect with each other through Facebook groups like Expats and Lao International, LinkedIn, or community events such as festivals and sporting activities. Number 10. The most famous rice beer in Southeast Asia. Lao beer is an integral part of the experience for those who want to enjoy the tranquility and explore the rhythm of life in this country. What sets it apart is its unique ingredient, jasmine rice, a fragrant and sticky rice grown only in Laos. When combined with hops from Germany and yeast from France, Lao beer creates a light, slightly sweet, and very easy-to-drink flavor. Because it uses rice instead of barley, Lao beer feels lighter on the stomach than many Western beers. Laos drink beer slowly. They sip it while chatting and enjoying local dishes such as tam maung, lap, or grilled meats. Beer isn't meant to be drunk alone, but to be shared. It's often present at family gatherings, festivals, and weddings, where people raise their glasses and say, "Yo Hawaii," to wish each other good luck and health. Lao beer is not only popular domestically, but is also exported to over 20 countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and Japan. Thanks to its consistent quality and distinctive flavor, Lao beer has won numerous international awards and has become one of the country's standout products for foreign tourists. Lao women also drink beer very naturally. This reflects an open and egalitarian culture in social life. At family gatherings, women are often the first to pour and offer beer to guests. In Laos, beer isn't for getting drunk. It's a tool for connection. If you've ever drunk Lao beer, leave a comment with a 7 and let everyone know what you thought of its taste. Number 11. The natural beauty and heritage of Laos. Laos is a country distinguished by its pristine natural landscapes and a blend of ancient traditions and influences from diverse civilizations. From ancient cities to tranquil valleys, the country offers experiences very different from many other destinations in the region. Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands out with its architecture blending French and Lao styles. Visitors are drawn to its ancient temples, colonial-era villas, and the takbat ceremony, which takes place every morning. During this ritual, hundreds of monks walk the streets to receive meals from the people. This tradition has existed for over 600 years and reflects the deep connection between religion and community life in Laos. Not far from Luang Prabang is Vang Vieng, famous for outdoor activities such as boating on the Namsong River and exploring its limestone cave system. In recent years, this town has shifted toward sustainable tourism with ecotourism activities such as visiting Tam Pu Kam and Tam Chang waterfalls. Thanks to this change, Vang Vieng is not only for adventure seekers but also attracts those seeking relaxation amidst nature. In the south, Si Phan Don, also known as the 4,000 Islands region, lies along the Mekong River. This area is famous for its slow pace of life, small villages, and large waterfalls such as Kon Pha Peng. It is also home to the rare Irrawaddy freshwater dolphins. Without the hustle and bustle of urban life, Si Phan Don offers a peaceful space for visitors who want to relax and enjoy nature. Balavan Plateau is a plateau in southern Laos, famous for its coffee production and waterfall system. With an altitude ranging from 1,000 to 1,350 meters, the area has a cool climate very suitable for coffee cultivation. Tad Phane Waterfall, standing at 120 meters, along with coffee plantations and ethnic minority communities, creates a region rich in natural resources and culturally diverse. Visitors can tour coffee farms and learn about the processing of coffee beans before enjoying a cup of coffee on the spot. Number 12. The most mysterious places that make Laos unique. Laos is a land of mysterious beauty, home to places that are both fascinating and leave many unanswered questions. The Plain of Cups, the Kong Lor Tunnels, and the Vieng Shai Tunnels are three of the most special, where history, culture, and nature blend to create truly unique landmarks. The Plain of Cups is one of Southeast Asia's most unusual archaeological sites. Located on the Xiangkwang Plateau between Vientiane and Luang Prabang, the site contains thousands of giant stone jars, ranging in height from 1 to 3 meters and weighing from 3 to 13 tons. Many researchers believe these jars were created between 500 BC and 500 AD. To this day, their purpose remains unclear. Some theories suggest they were used to hold ashes, while others believe they were once used to brew wine for victory celebrations. The UNESCO World Heritage designation of the Plain of Cups in 2019 further increased interest in the site. The Kong Lor Caves, located within the Pho Hin Phon Reserve, are one of Laos's most impressive natural wonders. The country's longest cave system, stretching approximately 7.5 kilometers, features an underground river flowing through the limestone formations. Visitors travel by motorboat, passing through natural stalactites and stalagmites, creating a sense of stepping into a different dimension where time seems to slow down. This is a particularly attractive destination for adventure and exploration enthusiasts. The Vieng Shai Caves, located in Hoa Phan Province near the Vietnamese border, are a site steeped in wartime history. During the Secret War, when over 2 million tons of bombs fell on Laos, more than 23,000 people lived within this cave system. This place was not just a shelter, but an underground city with a hospital, school, shops, and even a theater. Life within these caves is a special part of Laos's historical memory. Several of Laos's revolutionary leaders also lived and worked in these caves. These sites are not just tourist attractions. They show how the Laotian people adapted to war and nature. They also help outsiders better understand why Laos's history and landscape are so closely intertwined. Number 13. Dishes that define the culinary identity of Laos. Sticky rice is the foundation of Lao cuisine and appears in almost every meal. Laos is the world's largest consumer of sticky rice. For Laotians, sticky rice is not just for eating. It also holds cultural and family significance. They often eat it with their hands instead of chopsticks or spoons, creating a way of eating that is both intimate and connective. Sticky rice also appears in religious ceremonies and important occasions such as blessing ceremonies or ancestor commemorations, as it provides long-lasting energy and is considered a food with spiritual meaning. In many families, a basket of sticky rice is placed in the center of the table as a symbol of reunion. Lab is a dish of minced or chopped meat, which can be made from beef, pork, chicken, duck, or fish, mixed with mint, parsley, kaffir lime leaves, and fermented fish paste. The raw version of lab uses fresh meat cooked with lime juice and spices, creating a strong and very distinctive flavor. Lab is often featured at parties and festivals, always served with sticky rice. This dish combines the spiciness of chili peppers, the aroma of herbs, and the rich flavor of fish sauce. In Laos, lab is also considered a lucky dish because its name is similar to the word for prosperity. Tam mak hung is a green papaya salad mixed with chili peppers, garlic, lime juice, palm sugar, and padak. It has a balance of sour, spicy, salty, and sweet flavors. The Laotian version stands out due to the strong and slightly pungent taste of padak, giving the dish a distinct personality. This intensity makes tam mak hung a familiar dish at gatherings. Mak pa is steamed fish in banana leaves. Fresh fish, such as tilapia or catfish, are mixed with lemongrass, galangal, kaffir lime leaves, and fish sauce, then wrapped in banana leaves and steamed. This cooking method keeps the fish tender, moist, and very fragrant. Mak pa is not just a dish, but also a reflection of how the Laotians combine spices with natural ingredients. Sayua is a Laotian sausage made from ground pork mixed with lemongrass, galangal, kaffir lime leaves, shrimp paste, and spices. The mixture is stuffed into pig intestines and grilled over charcoal. The result is a sausage with a strong herbal aroma and a slightly salty taste. Sayua is often eaten with sticky rice or fresh vegetables. It is commonly sold at night markets and is a very popular street food. Number 14. Festivals that embody the soul of Laos. Laos is a small country, but boasts a rich cultural life, particularly evident in its system of traditional festivals. Each festival is not only entertaining, but also deeply rooted in religious beliefs and spiritual life. Among them, Pi Mai, or the Lao New Year, is the biggest event, taking place from April 13th to 16th each year and attracting both locals and tourists. Pi Mai not only marks the new year, but also serves as a time for people to cleanse themselves of bad luck. In the morning, people go to temples to wash Buddha statues with fragrant water infused with flowers and herbs to pray for good fortune and peace. This ritual has existed for over 600 years and reflects the fusion of Buddhism and folk beliefs. The second day of the festival, called Wan Nao, marks the transition between the old and new year. People usually avoid sleeping to prevent misfortune, instead praying and visiting relatives. In the afternoon, the water splashing ceremony begins, a fun activity with a cleansing meaning. The final day of Pi Mai is the New Year's celebration with the Nang Sang Khan parade. During the procession, young women and royal representatives parade through the streets, creating a vibrant, festive atmosphere. At the same time, the Baci ritual is held to pray for blessings and a prosperous new year. Many families wear Baci threads on their wrists for several days, believing they retain good fortune. Besides Pi Mai, Baunok Phansa is another important festival held in October, marking the end of the Buddhist fast. People express gratitude to the monks after 3 months of practice. A prominent ritual is the release of fire boats, Lai Hoa Phai, on the Mekong River to pray for ancestors. Thousands of illuminated boats float on the water, creating a sacred scene. Each boat typically carries candles and flowers to offer prayers to ancestors. The Hmong New Year, celebrated at the end of the year, is an occasion for the Hmong community to gather after the harvest and pray for a bountiful new harvest. The festival features folk games such as Po Vi Pob, where men and women throw cloth balls to express their affection. Events like Miss Hmong or bullfighting also contribute to the lively atmosphere. Many families consider this an important time to find spouses for their children. These festivals are not only occasions for fun, but also reflect reverence for ancestors, Buddhism, and nature, forming the spiritual foundation of Lao society. Number 15. The cost of living in Laos is unbelievably low. Laos was one of the countries with the lowest cost of living in the world in 2026. The average daily expenditure was only about 11 to 15 US dollars, significantly lower than in developed countries. Compared to Thailand, Vietnam, or Indonesia, the cost in Laos is only about a quarter to a sixth, making it a very attractive option for budget travelers. Within Southeast Asia, Laos remains one of the cheapest places to travel. A trip here can save 3 to 4 times as much as in Thailand or Vietnam. Even in major cities like Vientiane or Luang Prabang, accommodation prices are very reasonable, ranging from $5 to $10 for budget guest houses and around $10 to $18 for private rooms in 1- or 2-star hotels. Many guest houses even include free breakfast and Wi-Fi, a rarity in crowded tourist destinations. Eating in Laos is also very affordable. Popular street food like sticky rice or lab usually costs only $2 to $4. With a budget of $6 to $15 a day, visitors can eat a full meal at local eateries or small restaurants. At some night markets, a full meal costs less than $5. Transportation costs are also very low. Renting a motorbike costs only about $5 to $8 a day, and a tuk-tuk ride is usually only $2 to $5. Overnight sleeper buses between Vientiane and Luang Prabang cost around $10 to $20, which is very suitable for those who want to travel long distances. Many buses even have air conditioning and beds large enough for tall travelers. Many sightseeing activities in Laos are almost free. Visitors can enter temples, participate in the Tak Bat ceremony, or stroll around historical sites without paying. Some waterfalls and natural spots only charge a very small fee for preservation. This makes the cultural experience very accessible. Despite its relatively simple tourism infrastructure, Laos has managed to preserve its tranquil and natural environment. Unlike many other countries that suffer from tourism overload, Laos offers a pristine and pleasant atmosphere, making it ideal for budget-conscious travelers seeking relaxation. Laos is a country full of subtle paradoxes. It has no coastline but boasts sandy beaches nestled in the Mekong River. It may not be a wealthy economy, but it is rich in living spaces, tranquility, and cultural depth. From ancient temples and mist-shrouded plateaus to small islands in the river, Laos creates a simple beauty that leaves a lasting impression. Of all the aspects of Laos you've learned about, what did you find most interesting? Share your thoughts in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to our channel to continue following our exploration journeys.